when 9/11 happened, we were already scouting for the next season. I remember I was in Morocco. It was the middle of the day. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got a call from our production office, and they said, what are you doing right now? Where are you? I said, I'm at the hotel. They said, we need you to go to your hotel room and then call us back. And I was like, what is going on? And went to the hotel room. I was with another producer, Shannon McGinn, and we went to the room. We called back the office, and they said, a plane has flown into one of the Twin Towers.
No,
you need to turn the TV on right now.
It's not what happened. You called me because I came back from Japan, and I woke up, and I got a call from one of my producers.
You were in L.A.
He said, I was in L.A., and he says, America is being attacked. And I'm sound asleep. America attacked? It's unimaginable. Mm-hmm. So he said, turn on the TV, and I see the second plane going to the next tower. Next thing I know, Elise is on the phone. What is going on there? What is going on there?
Crazy.
Because she's a New Yorker, so she went. I know. I didn't want to tell her. I almost didn't want to.
Why? Well, I turned on the TV.
What is going on there? I said, well, this and this is happening. What? I said, you need to stay in your room. You need to be very calm. You need to not say anything to anybody, and I'll get you out of the country. And what we did, we got her and Shannon, we got her to Portugal. And
we have a security company called CR24, so if anything happens while you're working, you call them. I called the guy in the London office, who actually didn't help me at all. He was really quite arrogant and didn't really know what was going on in the U.S. yet, but I was telling him what was going on. I said, you need to get us out of here. There are people outside. I can hear them chanting in a pause, like, yay, there were people in Morocco that were actually happy that this was going on. And I said, we need to move. We need to get out of here.
We also had a crew in Upper Egypt. But anyway, so she went to
Portugal
Portugal, and as I stay in Portugal, and I will see how I can get you back to America, because it's theoretically possible that we have World War III on our hands and nobody's going anywhere, and you never don't see each other.
So they had a guy come down in a car. He picked us up, and we drove from Morocco to Casablanca. And from Casablanca, we got in a small plane and flew to Portugal, which wasn't far away, and stayed there for 1 week. And, for me, well, I had two friends that died in the Twin Towers. One is Vincent Dans, and then the other one is Frank Bonomo. One is was a police officer, and one was a fireman. And it brought back a lot of memories for me, because in 1993 I was in the Twin Towers when the bomb went off. I was actually in the lobby at a TWA counter, and so I don't know. For me, this devastating act had happened. I have family that lives in New York City, and I just wanted to get home and be with everybody.
I was looking for her to flights to get to Buenos Aires, to Mexico City, to Sao Paulo, all these places. I was saying, once you're in the Americas, I can come walk and get you. But all these flights were booked. I mean, it was impossible.
Well, all the air traffic shut down.
Well, to America, but not to South America. But all the flights were instantly booked to go to the Americas. So everybody had the same idea I had, and it was scary. And then when this happened, I remember it very well. On the show aired, and the buses in New York had all the big advertising of The Amazing Race, the premiere of The Amazing Race, and they were all covered with dust and grime and everything. And I said, this is the end of the race.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I got to tell you, the person I was dealing with CBS at that point, never mentioned 9/11, and neither did I. We never spoke about it. And we just kept going. And that was the weirdest thing.
So there was no talk of cancellation, postponement?
I think it was the show was preempted, and as it should have been with what was going on. But the show came back. We had decent ratings. It was a hard time, because I remember I had to get on we were in the middle of scouting for the next season, and I got on a plane at the beginning of October to fly to scout New Zealand, and I was afraid. I was afraid to get on a plane. I mean, I don't know. You just don't know. And
we had people that didn't want to do it. They didn't want to go on the plane. They didn't want to go to a foreign country.
Right.
We had several producers that didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, we had all these issues. Except my cameraman and the soundman, they're always good to go no matter what happens.
The nice thing is that, we were able to continue doing the show, and it did kind of keep that element of people still needing to travel, and that the world is still good, and it's only a small group of people that are doing these horrible acts. So in a way, maybe our show helped keep a positive spin on things a little bit at a time that was so devastating.